what do you think's happening right now in society with, like, there's no doubt guys like us have built an audience over time of these kids growing up now.
Yeah.
I speak to teachers all the time. They're like, look, these kids want to be YouTubers.
Yep.
What do you think's happening with the vet world, the mechanics, the guys, the plumbers, the dentists, the doctors?
I'm worried about that.
How many humans now are going to be like, YouTube's more fun?
Yeah.
I don't have to go to school for 8 years.
Or Twitch, gaming.
And
go in debt, like going to school. I don't have to go get a 4-year degree and be in debt.
And by the way, there's a possibility I'm going to make way more money.
Yeah.
That's a crazy...
What do your kids want to do?
Noah's interesting. He's not sure.
Yeah.
And I always just assumed they would jump into YouTube.
Because they also see the bad side of it too. Like there are some negatives, some big negatives.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot. And I do believe the positives outweigh the negatives.
Yep.
But a lot like my dad who played and mastered the guitar, he's a shredder. I never touched a guitar.
Yeah.
So it's a lot like that. They've watched me do YouTube. Maybe they have no interest in it.
Yeah.
Kane does, but I feel like it's just that age.
He's 10.
That
Yeah.
age.
He's too young for me to let him do it.
Yeah.
So maybe by the time he's old enough, he's like, eh.
My wife's mom, so my kid's grandma, asked Lincoln when he was like 5, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I want to be a veterinarian, and then I want to quit and be a YouTuber.
You know, and this is happening all over the world.
Yeah.
Like all these people that these viewers are looking up to are like, well, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. It's
And a lot of people have already.
a lot of people have. Yeah. Think of the YouTuber that started because of you.
Yeah.
That's now huge.
Yeah.
And it's like super cool, first of all. But what is happening in the next 20 years with our handymen, there'll still always be those people. There might be less, and it'll cost more, and there'll be a longer wait time.
Yeah.
So now you need a plumber. Well, there's only 2 plumbers in this town.
I'm worried about the people who go all into YouTube because I went into YouTube with a vet as my fallback the whole
Yes.
time. Like that was my main thing. YouTube was my side gig for a long time. So I think, in my opinion, like if my kids want to be YouTubers, I want them to have a real job first because I'm worried about the people who go all into YouTube and have no fallback, and then they're 27 years old and they give up on YouTube because they only get 1,000 views or something.
Yeah.
And then what if that's my kid and he's 27 and didn't go get a degree, hasn't practiced a trade for the last 10 years like all of his friends did? Like then what happens? So I don't know. I'm a big proponent of having something else going on, and you can start YouTube on the side until it starts making money.
Yeah. I had 0 fallback.
Really?
Well,
You went all in.
I
You're one of
always-
those.
You had
so,
the factory.
I always had the family business
Yeah.
that I could work at.
Yeah.
But when you're
But I think that's enough.
When
you
you
have
have-
something. You don't just stop and you're like, well, I guess I got to go find a job. I don't know what I'm going to do.
when you have any success online, the financial side is so much bigger than your hourly wages
Yeah.
that going back to something like that really felt like there was no going back. I was
Failure.
also almost 30.
Yeah.
So it was like
Yeah. By 30, you feel like you need to have stuff
you
figured out.
start panicking,
Yeah.
dude.
You need to be successful at whatever you're doing by 30.
I didn't have any success until I went into panic mode.
Yeah.
When you start panicking about your life, am I going to work in this factory forever? Or am I going to create something for myself?
But was the panic like more of a drive to keep pushing?
Absolutely.
You know,
But, dude, this-
because some people panic and like they just shut down.
Bro, I used to tear up in
Yeah,
that rope
yeah.
factory. That panic. That this is my
yeah.
life. That I'm going to be at my dad's factory forever.
Yeah.
I hated school. No college. I didn't want anything to do with education. I wanted to make these videos. But man, how the heck do you make money at it?
Yeah.
And now it's like the new Hollywood, right? I think 20 years ago, millions of people ran to Hollywood to become
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yep.
How many of those failed?
Yep.
There's handfuls of success
Right.
out of the millions that try. And that YouTube is like that new Hollywood.
Yeah.
All these kids are running to be the YouTuber. How many are going to crash and burn and not have that vet ranch or not have that fallback?
Yep.
So it's just wild to think about. Like, I feel insanely blessed.
Luckily, the cost of entry in YouTube is a lot less than moving your life to Hollywood to try to make it as an actor.
Yeah.
You can just do it for free on the side with very minimal expenses until you figure out if you have a knack for it or if you like it, which is cool.
So I got something interesting because I'm going to jump at this. Roman's dad said something interesting that it was becoming a visual problem and a mental problem from him because Roman was coming to work and bringing his work of creating YouTube at the job. Yeah. So when you was working, I'm assuming you're bringing that. How rewarding the feeling was, because he talks about when he got like his first check. Yeah. Tell me that experience. Like, what was your first check like to you? And was like that,
mine's a weird story, because I was kind of doing YouTube for fun. I wasn't trying to make it work. Like, it sounds like you got into it. You were like trying to make it work. I was doing it for fun, and I randomly had a video go viral, and so I was making $4 a month. Like, I just turned on ads because I was like, it's a little extra money, whatever. Like, I was making nothing. And then I put the video, we had my brother had found a baby deer, and he had taken it home and like nursed it back to health, and they raised this little baby deer. And so it's still like a young deer now. It's like been a month or something. And it was playing in the front yard with my family's black lab. I was in college already. So it's playing with this black lab, and they have a little soccer ball, and they're like, the lab is keep away with the ball. That's with awesome. The deer. And it's just super cute. My sister filmed it. And then they showed me this video, and I was like, that's awesome. Can I put it on my YouTube video or my YouTube channel? Because I get like, a couple bucks a month or something, and we can make some money off of it. And it went super viral. It went on the Ellen Show. It went on Anderson Cooper. It went all around Japan. It made $3,000 in like a week or something. And that's what opened up my mind to like, you can make real money on YouTube. And so then for like 2 years after that, I tried to make another viral animal video and made nothing. Like, I just I was like filming everything that animals did and then putting it on there, and no one watched it.